Alright, so now that the Acclaim leveling system has released, we can pretty much fully upgrade a lot of our loot, including exotics. So in this video, I'm going to be covering how can you fully upgrade your exotics, how can you get the Catalyst, how do you get the materials required to do so. I will be honest, there are a lot of materials that you need to do so. It's going to take a while, as well as you need to use your pinnacle energy wisely, on top of all the other things that you're using pinnacle energy on. So don't feel like you need to rush fully upgrading your exotics. At the end of the day, you want to focus on whatever characters you're playing the most. So if you don't know about an exotic at first, you're not sure if you're going to be using it in the long run, maybe start using it and try that character out that you can use it for. See if you like it and then fully invest in it, because we are very limited and it is going to be hard to fully maximize multiple characters here at first. So before I get into the upgrades, you do have to level your Acclaim level to fully upgrade these weapons. Most of them unlock at level 10. And really quickly, in order to upgrade this level, there are different little like quest lines that you do for each character. So for Gwen, I get her power up to 55,600. I do the legendary campaign. I defeat 50 combatants. I get her relic power up. I'm going to earn XP in order to get my Acclaim level up. Simplest way to put it, you can look at it for yourself. I'll also have to put out a video on this. It's going to take a while to explain it. So that will be another video here coming out. In this video, I'm solely going to focus on the exotics. But I did want to mention that your Acclaim level did have to be at level 10 to fully upgrade these exotics. So getting into the exotics itself. So each material that you need for the enhancement is categorized for each weapon. So impact. This is a sidearm that I'm trying to upgrade. So I'm going to need impact material for all three of these materials here. If I don't get impact, or if I don't have the choice chest for it, I have to go get them. So I'm just going to show it really quickly. Impact weapons are fusion rifles, shotgun swords, and sidearms. Spread is going to be grenade launchers, heavy grenade launchers, and rocket launchers. Rapid fires are auto rifles, pulse rifles, submachine guns, machine guns, and crossbows. Piercing weapons include scout rifles, linear fusion rifles, hand cannons, sniper rifles, and bows. They earn these from strikes, gauntlet blitz, by doing public events on Jiangxi Metro, and doing your daily commission on Jiangxi Metro is going to be a great way to do so. There is Morgan's Prey as well, which you can get these from. But honestly, do your front lines, do your daily commissions in Jiangxi Metro, and you will stack up a bunch of these. Now, these last two currencies are going to be a lot harder to get, but luckily for you, they do drop from these same activities. So most people are going to be farming for these are probably going to be running the heroic strikes. So when we run a heroic strike, you can get 5 of these mythic infusion core choice chests, one of whatever you need. So I need impact, so I would choose that. You also get a random weapon infusion core. You can get 4 of these. So it will give you a random one you don't get to choose. And then for the lumenite here, we need the hardened lumenite, since this is a sidearm. So we get a choice chest from this as well. And we also get 4 to 5 random weapon engram choices for this. So I have 4 to 5 chances to get a hardened lumenite. Once again, it's nice that it drops in the same activity. Most people will probably end up running strikes for this. But it does also drop from the gauntlet blitz activity, which you could do as well. Which, if you want to try to get an exotic from that mode, go for it. You can also use your shifting gates currency once we get to level 80 and purchase these twice per week. And then you have the mythic infusion core choice chests that you can also purchase once we get to level 80, and you have 10 of those and a weekly limit of 5. Now, when you get your claim level up, you also unlock master activities. So we have the gauntlet blitz as well as strikes, and you get really good challenge chest rewards that you can use, and then the pinnacle rewards are stacked from this as well. So when you unlock this, this is going to be a good activity to get all of these from as well. But that's why I was saying be careful which exotics you choose, because you do have to use your pinnacle energy to fully invest in these materials. When you enhance the weapon, the power, DPS, and damage will go up, and it can go up to level 10, and that's pretty much how you can fully enhance the weapon. Moving on to the gear level. So for exotics, this is from the ascension cell currency. Honestly, best way to farm this is going to be from the gauntlet onslaught mode. You get 5 when you use pinnacle rewards. 5 of those is going to be nice. And you also have like the battle pass shop that you can spend them on. We have Wolf's Ascension, that event that's going on, which also rewards you with a bunch of these that you'll end up using. But for the most part, you're going to be farming them from the Gauntlet Onslaught mode. You can purchase these as well with your Battle Pass rewards under the Rarities Trove as well as the Exotic Shop. And you get 10 of these, but you are very limited on these currencies. But the option is there if you do want to use them. I wouldn't recommend doing that. And you can also raise the gear level to 85. But this is just a seasonal limit for the gear level. So you get these materials from Grandmaster activities. It costs 14 to bring it to level 85. You do get a lot of power bonuses, a huge DPS and damage bonus with this upgrade, so it is kind of worth it, but it is going to take a while to get here. You got to get level 80. You got to reach Acclaim level 15. You got to farm enough Grandmaster content to get these cores. So you would upgrade it with those cores, and in 61 days, that boost would go away, and you'd grind it again. That's the materials. Now, I also want to mention that you can go to the black market, which does refresh on Mondays and Fridays, and you can get exotic weapon infusion cores. You can get these ascension cells here. We also have other items that can be in there as well when they refresh. Now, since we're going to talk about the Catalyst next, you can also get Catalyst from the black market. So the black market specials are different for everyone. The Catalyst here is not the same. So I Polaris Lance, you might have like the Wrist Runner Catalyst, which was actually what I had yesterday. Now, another way to get these Catalysts is going to be by the synthesis here. So you earn these contextual data sets from the legendary campaign. Now you get 30 a week from your weekly rewards. You can go and use Pinnacle Energy to do this. However, you only get 2. So you do your 3 weeklies. That is going to cost you 60 Pinnacle Energy. And you get 30 of them, as well as the exotic weapon infusion cores, which we are going to need, as well as these superposed photons, which we're also going to need to further upgrade this weapon, which I'm going to talk about these currency here in a second. So doing these weeklies is very important. Make sure that you are doing these weekly challenges every week. Do not waste this, because this is a very important currency. I can't stress it enough. Please do these weeklies. Now, I also want to mention, I wouldn't really use Pinnacle rewards to try to get contextual data sets, unless you are really, like, if you need maybe 4 more of these infusion cores, it's not really worth using your Pinnacle energy on. Once again, we're limited. It's going to take you 15 runs just to get the same amount that you would from your weekly rewards. So it's going to cost you 300 Pinnacle energy just to get the same amount that you would from 60. So each of these missions, you have the first attempt rewards that you can do and get 15 of these data sets. So for each mission here, you're able to get 15 of them from that silver chest. And then when we unlock the challenge version of these activities, you have the weekly challenge, which will refresh on Mondays at reset. And from the common chest, you get 15 of these as well. Once I go ahead and use that material to get this catalyst, I can unlock the Catalyst Band 1. How can I unlock that? So from the exotic weapon infusion cores that you're going to get from the legendary campaign, you can get it from the black market. You have the Calamity Ops, as well as the Battle Pass stuff, and other currencies that you can exchange for it. But the best way to get them is going to be from that legendary campaign, as well as 2 of these superposed photons, which these are very rare. When you use Pinnacle Energy, you have a 1.5% chance. And when you do your weeklies, you have a 4% chance. Now, the last thing that you'll also need for the Catalyst Band 2 is going to be 2 copies of the exotic. So the best way to get these is going to be by using your exotic engrams here, so you can craft them and synthesize them. And you can focus any exotic that you've already gotten. So I would make 2 of these. And once I have those 2, as well as these photons that I need, as well as the 100 weapon infusion cores, I would be able to unlock the Catalyst Band 2. We also have the Catalysis boost for these exotics, which are just going to pump up the stats on this weapon. So for each one, you're going to need these exotic weapon infusion cores. And then as you get higher, the price of it is going to go up, and you're also going to need these photons, which are going to come from the legendary campaign. As you see, when we unlock the final one, it's going to cost 60, as well as 2 of them. The handling is going to go up by 10, the reload will go up by 10, and the weapon hit damage bonus is going to go up by 10. And at the end of the day, you don't need to use any of these boosts. This is just if you want the exotic to be as powerful as it can get. And even if you want to just get to like the second one, see, I still get a 6% damage bonus with just doing 2 of these. It is going to take a lot of time to grind all these materials for it. Do not expect to do this in like one day. It's going to take time, but that's all right. It's meant to be a grind. And yeah, that's pretty much it on how to upgrade exotic weapons. I tried to keep this video as short as I could, but there is so many different materials that you need and so many different things required to fully invest in an exotic weapon. So I wanted to make a giant video just going over all the currencies, how to get them, and go over what each boost does. That is it for this video. If you like, I want to say short, but this video is not going to be short. If you like right to the point Destiny content that doesn't waste your time, be sure to subscribe, follow. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.